What's up? What's up? Namgelegile once again. We're happy to come back here. Welcome to WVX TV. It's me and my sidekick, my co-pilot. Isn't just a game. Brian Black.
Exe.
Tini
How
Jayam.
are you, my brother?
Yeah, man. It's been
Love
a
the
minute.
glasses, bro.
Thanks,
Looking like a superstar.
You know me, dog. I try. If you can't be a superstar, at least.
You make yourself one, right?
Yeah, I'm on the pretense
Shala.
level right now.
Yeah.
Brian,
Yup.
today we've got a special shout out to our sponsors. Hey, guys, we it's difficult to record this stuff without the budget, without
Yeah.
the financial backing.
Yeah.
So a little bit of sponsoring will help.
Yeah. Just like today, right?
Today we got sponsored and the product is here.
Right.
That's why you see us looking all dapper.
Yeah, or tap it out, man.
Yeah. And even our skins,
glowing,
some
man.
of my beard, his
Hey, man.
beard. Yep. Brian,
Yeah.
who we got?
Today's episode is brought to you by Black Cotton. It's a skincare range. They've got hair products, beautiful skincare range. I love their beard oil, man. Bengifagile khona manje. It's got a beautiful scent. I love it. Yeah, that's
the one?
right.
Yeah.
Uyifakela.
Zamage, Khona Lu.
Yeah, man. It's brought to you by Black Cotton. Check them out. Details on the screen below. Check out their website. And on all social media platforms is Black Cotton, yeah?
Yeah. They've got all kinds of products. I will obviously share, like Brian said, we'll share the link. We'll also share the link below, and we'll also share the link on screen so that you see it and you check them out. I mean, you can you make up your mind if you want to support them. But I think I think it's all skins, yeah.
Yeah, all types of skin.
Yeah, it's not a black. Because
not
it's
a
black
black
cotton
white-
doesn't mean it's for black.
It's for black people. No. Yeah, all races. Yeah, I love it. The smell is just amazing, man.
So how do you put this on?
So you just you
Oh, yeah,
shows on the
you
line.
need to-
Yeah, once more leaves.
Okay, and that's it.
Then yeah,
So,
wait to get
Kobe's.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Well, I'm not a beard guy, but yeah, okay. From now on, when you see me looking dapper,
It
and
makes it
the stuff is
shine,
shining,
man. It
yeah.
brings it a
You
nice
must know
shine.
I've got black cotton on. Yeah, please
Really love it,
go
man.
support them. It's it's our black people, black child, pushing their own black.
Shout out to
product.
Black Cotton, man.
Shout out to Cotton. Well done, Cotton. We
Yeah,
love
man.
you. We see you, and we support you.
Our guest today hails all the way from, and I could be wrong, he will clarify it for us, all the way from Tipkloof, a legend, Yasekasi, and in its true sense, man, this man is a hidden gem. He's a walking library. You know, the conversations we've had. I wish, I'm so looking forward to the interview. A legend. Muso looked up to him quite a lot. He goes.
I suppose we all did.
We all did,
Like,
right?
I think most of the DJs that didn't even know him personally.
Yeah.
The name.
They've heard of the name, right?
The name would find you anywhere.
That's
we
it.
all knew the name.
Yeah, because Namumuso would say, this upset. I was like, wow, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to introduce to you the one, the only, DJ Bradley in the building. Groot man.
Thank you very much,
Welcome,
guys.
welcome.
And I feel honored
Yeah.
to be part of this and to share my experience with you
Yeah.
on my journey and everything that I feel that it needs to be known about the man himself.
Yeah.
As we have said, referred to as a legend.
Yes.
It's an honor on its own.
Yes.
Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to making the utmost of this
Of course,
opportunity.
man. We really do look up to you, Tapreds.
Yes.
You have done so much for the culture. Like we said, a lot of people really looked up to you. We knew, Guti, if you couldn't get something, 90% of the time, Tapreds is over life,
Yes, yes.
So,
yes.
Your full name, Tapreds, what is it?
Bradley Thabo Seloane. I was born and bred in DK.
Oh,
I
so
know.
I was right.
Yes.
Oh,
DK is
oh.
on one where everything is okay.
Yeah.
I'm a 70s child. I was born in the 70s.
Oh, 70 other breaths. Honestly, I'm sorry, but I would have thought the 60s.
Yeah.
No, early 70s.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I was born on the 8th of April 1971.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
You're a 70s baby.
I'm a 70s baby.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So, you said your surname is?
Seloane, Bradley Thabo Seloane.
Okay.
So, manje le gama lika Tibo, nobody really calls you Tibo, ne?
Yes, because my mother was fond of Bradley more.
Oh,
and
nice.
then that's why I was called Bradley. And maybe Thabo was just, for the sake of having ethnic name,
Yeah.
African name.
Yeah.
But Bradley was D. You know, remember the 70s was influenced by the hippies.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
mhlawumbe our mothers then
The Ivy League.
were
and
Yeah,
all
it's
that.
very
Yeah,
white,
you know,
like-
into like you
That
know,
Kamali white
a
brand.
vibrant, nice name.
Usually
because
the
when I
white
look
guys.
at my
Such a
generation,
unique name. Yeah.
yeah, when I look at my generation, our age group, you
Yeah.
know, those names are
Yes.
like more popular to age group yama 70s.
Futhi nabantwana just because of the name.
I don't wanna
But my
get into
boyfriend
that.
is Bradley. Ubani Tom
Yes,
Bradley.
yes.
Aphi ku-Bradley wakhona.
Yes,
Yeah, shine number,
ngingazi,
ngaleso sikhathi.
yabona ngama-muscle tops.
Yes,
yabona.
yes.
Yes,
Did you
yeah.
lift weights, man?
I used to lose. Bodybuilding is my sport.
Okay.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I didn't pursue it further because in South Africa, bodybuilding was not a recognized sport and you could not make money out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so in essence, bodybuilding is my sport, DJing is my hobby.
Right.
And then by my career
Okay.
is like a hairdresser by profession.
Okay.
Yes, but I couldn't pursue it further because our industry was also not formalized. And then now I got into background here, into manufacturing as a research and developer.
Oh.
Yes, I'm currently having my own hair care brand too.
Oh.
Yes.
Tell us more about your haircut product.
No, it caters for ethnic hair care
Yeah.
market, ethnic market.
Yeah.
And it's like your use of chemicals, your maintenance, your treatments, and all the likes.
Yes, yes.
From a background of research, as a research and developer, I worked for L'Oreal
Okay.
for 10 years, and I worked for Luster Products for about 5 years.
Right.
So my forte and my passion lies with beauty and yes.
Hair
So,
care. And
yes,
things of
and
that
hair
nature,
care, yes,
But I
yes,
can
yes.
see, man, even your hair. You're a well-groomed guy, man, you know?
Yes, hey man, hey, I'm from an era where we used to take pride in ourselves.
How you look, yeah?
And then we were judged by how you look.
Right.
And then, grooming was part of our thing.
That's
you
it.
know, yes, like you said, I'm a Ivy and I'm a Panzola.
Yes.
I was an Ivy. I was
Oh,
a
wait,
hippie.
Ivy. Oh,
yes.
man.
I was an Ivy and I was a hippie. I had a Pam.
Right.
I did my S-curls and I
Yes.
did your blowouts and stuff. You can name anything that was in fashion that is to do with representing an extension of a character that is to do with grooming.
Right.
I was always part of it and I was always in the forefront and I always wanted to be the first to be seen on my waves.
Yes,
ngama-
yes.
yes.
I mean,
all
you're
those
born
things.
on this style. Like, I'm born with Shahe, even your shirts. Like, you're that
no,
guy,
yes,
man, you know?
Madonna.
You're that guy.
Relevance is
Key, right?
it's key.
Yeah.
Profound. Relevance is key.
Yeah, I like that.
Stay relevant at time. It makes it easy for people to buy into you
And to relate to you.
as a brand and to relate.
Wow, I like
Yes.
that.
So positioning is key.
Love that.
Definitely.
Born and raised in TK?
Yes.
Right. Take me back to a 8-year-old, 10-year-old Bradley.
Wild, mad.
Your fondest memories in Tipluf.
Yes, it's when my cousins came from all the walks of Mzansi.
Yeah.
My cousins from Venda, my cousins from Rustenburg.
Yeah.
My aunt, my mother's elder sister,
Right.
was married in Venda.
Okay.
And all my cousins from Venda will come through to a DK Ngama
Right.
school holidays.
DK zone?
It doesn't. It's zone 1.
Zone
that
1.
was my grandmother's
Okay.
crib.
Right.
They will all come, and my also cousins from Rustenburg.
Right.
And then that's when the DJ thing started.
Oh, okay.
Because whenever they're there, all of us,
Yeah.
almost 15, 16, 17, 18, and 20 of us as cousins,
Oh.
whenever they come through, we will play music.
Right.
And I was always the one.
Oh.
We'll be playing
We'll be
music.
playing
for
the
them.
music.
Yes. And my preferred choice and selection, my choice and selection was always preferred. And then it always stood out. And always,
Washang
is
and now
like
Bentley.
always entertaining.
Yes.
Unfortunately, now from a family of music-loving family,
Right.
my two elder cousins, Edward Mutsiri and Martin Mutsiri,
Yes.
used to collect music. At that time, they were in high school, and during school holidays, they will have like your piece jobs there and there.
Yeah.
Go ma CNA, go ma Checkers
Yes,
ShopRite,
yes.
and they will buy music.
Oh.
So I was knowledgeable. I knew like most like top songs.
Yes.
That was in rotation at that point in time.
So you'd be the one recommending the
I'll
music
be the
to
one
people.
recommending. I'll be the one playing, and my ears and eyes were always like out there, trying to expose myself to the best music out there.
Yeah.
Music was passion to me.
Right.
I honestly must say, I'm not bragging on myself. I think, in my own opinion, DJing is a calling.
Right.
It was my calling.
Yeah.
And I was passionate about it.
Yeah.
And it received me very well.
So how were you consuming? I mean, For you to even know about this music, were you listening to a lot of radio, or was it just through research, visiting music stores and the like?
At that time, I was very young. Remember,
Yeah.
you said like Ngaboma 70,
10, yeah.
78. I was very young. I was about 7.
Right,
Yes, but whenever there will be a radio, I will fiddle with it.
right.
And to a point whereby my grandmother, whenever we visit, he will tell whoever that we are visiting to keep the radio away. Because by the time I leave, things are spanning high, or like, you know.
We Rabazil.
Yeah, Rabazile, changing like stations to station, radio Bantu then,
Yes.
radio South Africa, radio
Yes.
this, there and there and that. Yeah, always like seeking for something that will be playing and that will be, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, yes. And then, like I say, I will listen to the conversations my brothers used to have about music and
Yeah.
artists and
Yeah.
then giving, you know, feedback about
Right.
how they take into this producer
Yeah.
and this album and
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
And they will play. I will listen. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And then at times they will, you know, say, "Hey, this song is nice," but when I listen, I say, "Hey, it's nice," but I think this one
It's
you know,
better,
In
yeah.
my own opinion, this
Yeah,
one
yeah,
is better.
yeah.
And yes, and as a result, you know, you grow into becoming independently selective to what you want to
What you
hear
like,
and then what you prefer to
Right.
you know, to play for the people. So all those things I knew at a very tender age.
Wow.
So I used to play music all my life.
Yeah, yeah.
All my life until it gets to like your 80s when I was doing my Standard 5. I think it was in 19. Standard 5 is grade monk.
Yeah, now it's grade 7.
Grade 7. Yes, and then I gained popularity in my hood
Okay.
as the finest music player.
Are you serious, Fred?
Yes. I'm a Grootmani. Mama 1920 when they started working.
Yeah.
Back then, I was a stokvel.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
In the same neighborhood, people from the same historical background in the same hood
Yeah.
will then form Klambi Stokvel.
Yes.
And then they will have their own DJ. They will contribute towards collecting music for lesser Stokvel.
Okay, yeah, Stockfella say number, yeah.
Yes. And then there were like this Stokvel Kasi too. I was doing my Standard 5 and I used to frequent there.
So now, Tapret, I mean, this is grade 7, standard 5, right?
Yes.
At that time, you know, did you know that you wanted to become a DJ? Or were you just that guy who's visiting Amakrotman?
I knew, and my mother did not approve of it.
Did you tell her?
Yeah, she was critical about it. She never liked it. She never liked the idea of me being a DJ.
Yeah.
And second to that, the thought of also being at that age and going to a Mastock Fair
Yeah, yeah,
was a
yeah.
problem. However, AMA members could let me in because they were already aware.
Which your ear is special.
Yes, and I like the music, you know.
Yeah.
And the other day, their resident DJ, who will never let me anywhere near him.
Yeah.
And thinking back, I think he was intimidated. But I was very young and Begu Grootman,
Yeah,
21 too.
Yes.
And then the other day he got drunk and I had to take over.
Oh, snap.
Yes.
There's your opportunity.
There's the opportunity.
Baba Shy.
I ran with it.
Yeah.
And I played. You
Yeah.
understand? And everybody was happy. And then Angeti, like back then, I'm a Itok fella. Happens in your crib.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Garden Guinea.
Yeah.
In a house.
Yes.
And the setup was since us that DJ mhlambe hlale kamereni.
Yes, yes.
notshwala,
Yeah,
yabona?
yeah.
And then abantu will like bahlala
Bahleli
kuma-
etshanini
dining room,
ngaphandle, yeah.
etshanini ngaphandle and all those things. And as I was playing,
Yeah.
hey, abantu kept saying, hey, you know, you could hear in between, you know,
Yeah.
when you don't mix or just about to play another song, hey, yeah, hey, this DJ Madais was his name,
Yeah.
his nickname.
Oh, yes.
Grootman igama lakhe begu Rain and nickname begu Madais. Hey,
Madais.
Madais vandag, hey,
Ukwatile.
what's why? Yeah, Madais.
Yeah.
And bakokote first rain, hey, mpintsha,
Ushayi
no, vandag.
number.
And then ulele la next to me, and I'm the one in charge.
Who operator?
Yeah, and there's a guy I told them, "Good, no, Aksumarize. Ilentwana leo Bradley." Yeah, Bradley.
Yes.
Yeah, and they were like, "Hey, you know," and that is the highlight of my career as a DJ.
Really?
I never felt so inspired
Yes.
and looking forward to want to do something. And
Yes.
when somebody says, "Good, hey, Ntwane wrong, kilang keletsa cassette nngwe. Hey, this boy is dope," and and I was like, "Oh no, these people are feeling me. And
Yes,
it means that
yes.
I'm on the right track." you know.
Yes.
And then it started, and then the next turn, it goes to this other member,
Yeah.
and then they want me there.
Right.
This member is insisting, "Good name, man, Marais,
Bamba umoya kancane mfana, yeah.
Intwana, you know.
Ikufike.
Yeah, and hey, man,
But obviously it didn't sit right by DJ Matthijs, right?
I beg your pardon?
It didn't sit right by him, ne?
Not at all.
Yeah.
You know, for someone who's been doing it for so long,
Yeah.
and who's been executing it so well.
Yeah.
It probably may have been a lot of factors. Mhlambe, there was a different flair and flavor into it.
Right.
It doesn't necessarily mean that it was that bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe because it was something different and
Yes,
not predictable.
yes.
And maybe that's why they received it so well.
Right.
But like I say, it's one of my highlights to hear people, and especially elderly people that you're
Yeah.
looking up to.
Yeah,
Uyabona?
yeah.
Ukhulumane liso gqoka smart. You
Yes.
know, they aspire you as your
Aspire
aspiration
to be
is
them,
to
yeah.
be like them.
Yeah.
Every car, Mazda, Ford Extra 3, you know.
Ish, yeah.
And I'm thinking, if this Krotman is taking note of what I'm doing and
Yeah,
then he regards
yeah.
it highly,
I'm doing something
it means
right.
I'm doing something right.
Right.
Uyabona? And then Guba Iten Yomunye, and then when you go there, is their vinyls, their
Yes.
cassettes, and my cassettes, and Nama Krotman
Oh, so you already having your own music?
I was having my own
Right.
music, and this other Krotman Lami was a gadget, you know,
Fanatic.
fanatic. Unamo Akai
Okay.
sound system.
Oh, wow.
And then like your Pioneer tape decks and stuff, and Yadapa,
Yeah.
equalizer, the quality is good
Yes.
from his cassettes.
Yes.
And you know, something that he was playing and something that was not played Kule Stock Fair.
Yeah.
So when in conjunction with what they were playing and what I already had, man, it was a blast.
So
know?
you were making mixtapes by then?
Not really in
Yeah.
a form yama mixtape.
Yeah,
ukuthi
but-
the way we did it in our early 90s.
Yes.
Yes, but it was like I already had my cassette that I've mixed in
Yeah.
a sequential mode.
Yeah.
And in a form that in which that I can just put it in and let it play.
Oh,
The entire
okay.
side.
Yes.
Yes. And to some, I would just rewind there and then, skip to this particular track.
Right.
Or sometimes, as a DJ, your prepared set.
Yeah.
I need to plan your set and say, good time, I'm going to rock this set.
Yes.
But when you get to the venue, you find that the atmosphere is different.
Yeah.
For better or for worse.
Yes.
And then you have to make an improvisation.
Yeah.
That kind of vibe.
Right.
But a sequence
Yeah.
was always the norm of the day. However, I must honestly say, it was kind of bit difficult then, even though I didn't knew it.
Yeah.
Because I was born into it.
Yeah.
It was normal. But looking back,
Yeah.
it was kind of a bit difficult in a sense that, beguna ma hippie, beguna ma panzol. And when you play music, there's music for my hippies. Your brother Johnson's
Yes.
is for the hippies.
Yes.
And there's also music
For
for
Mapanzul.
Amapanzul.
Yeah.
And then you have to collaborate the two in a sequential mode
Yeah.
for both to appreciate.
Bring everyone in
and
harmony.
Bring everyone
Oh,
in
nice.
harmony.
Yeah.
So DJing then was not like something that is dependent on Uguti. You say I'm playing deep and you keep it deep. And
Yeah,
keep all
yeah,
the-
yeah.
No.
You are trying to entertain the different people that are there.
And educate at the same time.
Of course.
And then introducing new material. And I was constantly on the lookout for new material because I wanted an affiliation with good music.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be known as one who plays exclusive but nice music and still relevant.
Sure.
Yes.
So were you consciously then, so obviously now you're consciously collecting music, right?
Yes.
You're buying this music.
Yes,
Were
I
you
was.
getting paid at some of these gigs?
Yes, I was not some, all
Yeah.
of them.
All of them?
All of them.
Oh, okay.
I knew and I was very much aware
Yeah.
of the value that I carry and bring into the whole mix.
Right.
And as a result, there was no way that I was not going to be paid.
How old are you now?
I was like 13, 12.
And you're already getting paying gigs.
I was already like your 20 rands for a gig.
What?
And it was a lot of money.
Yeah.
Back then, you're like 20 rands will take you far. And then not to even mention to that, some members will also like mawudlala ntwana mawrock amabacela ingoma bazogaya 5 rand
5 rand.
bazogaya 2
Yeah.
yeah, so by the time I leave 20 rands on Friday, Saturday, Sunday is like 60 rands, and then Monday voila, I have about 120 rands to about 200
Yes,
rands.
yes.
And then I go to Look and Listen, I go to Kohino, a cassette then was like 5 rand 20.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's where you're buying your music from,
that's
right?
where I was buying, but preferably Look and Listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where
In
I will
Hillbrook.
get my exclusive.
Right.
So I will take a bus from DK or a taxi to
Yeah,
town.
yeah.
And then from town, a
You
taxi
walk up to
Hillbrook.
Hillbrook. Oh,
Walk or take a
a taxi,
taxi
yeah.
from Norte to Look and Listen.
Yeah.
And then the owner of Look and Listen, Lenny, took note of me as a young man who frequent Look and Listen to buy music, to buy
yeah.
cassettes, yes. Vinyls or cassettes.
Yeah.
Full vinyls. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
And then I would know the shipments, they get their shipments every Wednesday. And it's wise to get there Wednesday afternoon.
Yes, yes.
And then I would go there just from Iskela, sometimes in Kambang school back.
Okay.
To
You're telling
Look and
go
Listen,
buy music,
you know,
yeah.
buy music, 3 or 4 cassettes every week.
Yeah.
And then I will go there, and then and I had a relationship no Lenny, at a very tender age.
Yes.
I had a relationship no Lenny, and then he admired my style and kind of music, and he will give preference to an extent.
Also, he would keep some music aside for you.
Yes, like nice cassettes.
Right.
And then I will some I still have.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And some music that I had then, when I play now, later when Ama CD started coming out,
right,
I will buy the same that I had on cassette on a CD.
Oh, yes.
And to this day, still relevant.
Yes.
Yes, I was sitting at home with my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
At my crib, and my wife. We were talking about music.
Yes.
And my wife introduced me to her cousin.
Yeah.
Who is said to be a music lover too. And we were talking about this group, Chapter 8.
Chapter 8.
I bought it back then.
Yes.
1980s, 1982. Chapter 8, Anita Baker.
Yes.
It was the lead vocalist at Chapter 8. And then we were talking about that. To this day, still relevant.
Yes.
Your R&B and soul. When I play music from that era,
yes,
to this day, it still appeals.
Right.
Yes.
So, then when you're collecting music, were you collecting house music? Were you collecting just music that was relevant to the time?
Just before house music, mainly funk and disco.
Yeah, okay.
That is like in the early 80s.
Yes.
However, I also had a relative in Pretoria.
Yeah.
And I went to Pretoria to visit, and I also used to, partially, or occasionally rather, let me say, go to a record bar called Steve's in Marabastad.
Steve's.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was music that was played in Pretoria and
Yeah.
appealed more to people in Pretoria. There was also music that appealed more to people in
Soweto, Adani.
That was influenced by Look and Listen.
Yes.
And the music in Pretoria was influenced more by
Steve's, okay.
So from time to time, I will go to Steve's.
Oh, just for variety.
Just for variety.
Yeah.
And then 1984,
Yeah.
where I lived, from my relatives' street,
Yeah.
there was this guy who was playing music loud, like back in the days, Garden, you take a speaker out. He was playing Peach Boys.
Right.
Don't Make Me Wait.
Yes.
Yes, man. There and there, I knew that something is something is giving in, something is coming.
Yes.
There's a new genre of music that is coming. I've never had anything like that. Oh,
yes.
I fell so in love with the
So
song.
that's how you fell in love with house music?
Yes, and I stood and I listened to the song.
Yes.
The lyrical content is so beautiful and it's so touchy. Don't make me wait.
Yes.
All night, tonight I'm gonna love you.
Right,
Oh,
right.
Man. I was so, I was taken aback with surprise and with excitement and mixed motions, but over and above all, with the most excitement I can ever think of.
Yeah.
And then I started looking for that type of music.
Yes.
And then to Go Steve, I got your Chamise, She Can Love You, that type of disco house, like,
She Can Love You.
Yes, Chamise, She Can Love You. Peach Boys, your 3 million,
Yes.
I've been robbed.
Yes.
Your Terry Ellis, that type
You're
of.
taking me back, man.
Yes, bro, and then I could tell that, there was a wave coming of beautiful music.
Yes.
Yes. And back then, when you play music and you are known within your community, you start attracting people from all walks of life.
Right.
And to look to omunye unekari
Yeah.
or ukrotman yakhe,
Yeah.
uyamboleka, or ukrotman vele yona self, because you have recorded ama cassettes. And then whenever you play, they tell you, hey, there's this place at Davidton.
Yes.
There's this place at Tembisa.
Yes.
There's this place at East Rand. There's this place at Trashville.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they play this type of music. I was always curious and I always wanted to know, what if they got to offer that I'm not offering?
Yes, yes.
And I will go and want to try and listen.
Right.
However, over and above, the places, all that I've frequented,
Yeah.
Kwazandi, Efosloras, Corey
Yeah.
in Pretoria at
Right.
Ridgeville. Look at Tabea.
Yeah.
Look at Pet 4.
Yes.
Bra Pet. I don't know if you've heard of Pet 4.
No,
at
sir.
Ridgeville.
No.
That guy, I think, has got the biggest collection of records, vinyls,
In the country.
in the country, more than anyone else.
Really?
Yes.
Is he still alive?
He's still alive. He's still alive. Long before, like, Abu Vini, Abu Christo started collecting vinyls.
Yeah.
Opet was there and he was playing in a tavern. And he was collecting like your bubble gum,
Yes.
local, I think Pat has got the most collection of my vinyls, and then later house music. You know what?
Yeah.
So when I went to Pretoria, there was O'Brien here at Ridgeville. There was O'Brien. For Sloras, there was Uzandi, Pretoria O'Brien, Brian at Ridgeville, Ustati, and then at Soulsville, there were guy that I've just mentioned, Pet 4.
Pet 4.
Yeah. And
So you were visiting
Corey.
these people?
Yeah, I mean, you have to know what is on the other side,
Yeah.
and what is like, and what are they playing, because you want to stay relevant.
Yes.
Yes, and you have a title to uphold, and you are regarded as one of the best. And the thought of that, honestly speaking, as a DJ, the thought of that being constantly told to Dlala Njengobane, I never really used to like that.
You didn't like it. Yeah.
Not
You
really.
don't want to be compared to anybody else.
They can, but it's like sometimes some people will make it appear as if that person is better than you.
Right.
And it was like kind of demeaning, and
Yes.
it had a negative effect on me.
Yeah.
So to keep that, I wanted to make sure, Guti, in
Yes.
order for them to not say it, I must live up to their expectations and be able to make a mark.
Right.
And to be able to dish something out that has my signature on it.
Yes,
That
yes.
will also make them to go to the same person and say, you play like this. You
Okay,
understand?
udlala njengopredi. Yeah.
Yes.
So
And
they now they know about you.
Yes.
Right? You are, let's say, representing Itikloof.
Yes. At
Right.
a small scale.
Yeah.
Because ngiyitokfela ngithi.
Yeah.
Remember kunama tavern, kunama pub.
Yeah.
So I went to almost most of these places that were popular at that point in time.
Yeah.
Mid 80s to early 90s.
Yes.
However, there was one in Diepkloof.
Yes.
Grootman akhona beba to Bra George Makasela.
Right.
George Makasela, may his soul rest in peace.
Yes.
No, my brother, that was totally different. The best ever. To this day, I still say.
Yeah.
Yes. No, that guy was musically.
Yes.
No, that guy was the best music player I've ever met.
Better than Pet 4.
Pet 4 was a different market.
Okay.
Remember, even said bubblegum.
Right.
Just never used to play bubblegum.
Oh.
Exclusives and beautiful music.
Right.
Beautiful house music. The first time I heard Subject Celebrate
Yes.
was at George's Place.
Oh.
The first time I heard Symphonia, It
Yeah.
Ain't Right,
Yes,
was
yes.
at George's Place. The first time I heard Symphonia,
Yeah.
yes. The first time I heard Symphonia, Can't Get Over Your Love,
Yes.
was at George's Place. The first time I heard your Barbara Roy, you wouldn't know Barbara Roy without undermining.
Wex, do you know
Back in
Barbara
the
Roy?
day, Barbara Roy.
No.
Gonna put up
We're
a
being
fight.
schooled, Baba, today.
That's why I'm quiet kanjani.
Gonna
Yeah.
put up a fight.
Yeah.
The first time I heard your touch,
Right.
love fixation,
Yes.
the visual,
Yes.
what's this guy's name? May his soul rest in peace. The visual, remember the visual? There was this guy, man. They were in the forefront of house music long before your JML.
Okay.
The first time I heard it was at George's Place. By far, totally different from what I heard in all those places.
Right.
And I was made to believe that George is also learning from Millie in Alexander.
Okay.
Bratari, and I went to Millie, but I was already at George.
Yeah.
Yes, Millie was playing very well.
Yeah.
I liked it there, but Bra George was precise.
Oh, so he was very intentional about his sound.
Yes, and he
Okay.
was like,
Right.
Yeah, Bra Millie played well, more variety, nicer, but I was more in favor of Bra George.
Right.
And that's when inspiration came. I went to know, man, vinyls and house music. And,
What's the year here?
that was in 1986.
Sheesh.
Up until your 1989, 1991. And then 1991, 92, my 21st birthday,
Yeah.
I already had a collection. I already had my setup, my sounding.
Also, you had turntables and stuff.
Yeah, not turntables per se.
Okay.
Cassette decks, 1991.
Oh, okay.
Maranza boshanga ngetent.
Mina, I'm a fan of
Mistake.
Pioneer.
Pioneer.
Oh, Pioneer, yeah.
Avante 9.
Silver
I had an
face.
Avante Silver face,
Yes.
Avante 9. Pioneer and Agai. But Agai was not difficult to get and it was more expensive, heavy on the pocket.
Right.
So Pioneer,
Yeah.
I had an Avante 9.
So you're throwing your 21st now.
I'm throwing a 21st.
Yeah.
And I played for myself on my 21st.
So are you playing this guy,
he's
bruh,
Daniel,
up there
wow.
hosting because he knows what he wants to
Yes.
hear on his birthday.
Yes.
So
And
was it mainly cassette, or were you doing cassette to vinyl, or were you doing
I
strictly
was
vinyl?
doing vinyls to cassettes. It was easy to play on cassettes.
Okay.
Yes. Like, they do.
Was it easier?
It was. I mean, if you don't know something, it
Yeah.
doesn't affect you.
Okay.
I didn't really know of a DJ mixing.
Oh, yeah.
Kuma Lento. I already knew.
Yeah.
I could see it Kuma magazines.
Yes.
But in most cases, it was hip hop DJs.
Right.
So just after I was exposed to Guti, there can be a setup Yama 1200.
Yeah.
Just before my 21st,
Yes.
I went to Thunderdome
Okay.
and I saw this American brother. I think his name was Jesse James.
Okay.
Yes. He was playing on decks.
Yeah.
I was taken aback and it was such a beautiful experience.
Yes.
And I started frequenting Thunderdome when that guy was playing on
Where's
two decks.
Thunderdome?
Thunderdome was in Braamfontein.
Okay.
I think Christos was the resident there.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, once again, what year is this?
It was
I think-
like around 1989, 90.
Okay.
There was a club in Bram in '89.
Yes, Thunderdome.
That,
One of the
oh.
most beautiful
I
clubs.
think I know where it is.
The
Could it be what Club La Rumba was?
Uh,
Was it at a hotel? Brett?
No.
No.
Oh,
I think it's up not too far from the Patonian.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So Christos was there.
He was a resident there.
Right.
I didn't really take note of him then.
He was a young guy. Yeah.
Yes, we were same age.
Yeah.
Yes, and I saw this guy. He's a DJ and he plays well.
Yeah.
And I was like impressed.
Shout
I
out to
didn't
DJ
really, I don't know,
Christos, yeah?
for some reason,
Yeah.
I didn't really, my focus was more on Jimmy James.
Okay.
Yes. And then my 21st, there was so much people there.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. And I gained popularity.
What guy's key?
One guy's Kia.
Yes.
And then like abantu abaningi knew to pray the DJ. You know?
Yeah.
And then they came and I dished out like I gave it my best.
Yes.
Also another highlight.
Oh, nice,
It was beautiful. And after that,
how long did you play?
the whole night, man. Back then, when you were a DJ, you play 6 to 6 or 6 to 10.
Hello, yes.
Yes,
From
hello.
start to finish.
And
yeah?
we never used to, I was young, I was energetic, I was
Yeah,
passionate, I
yeah.
was happy. The crowd kept me going, and the people keep coming to,
Yeah.
to congratulate,
Yes,
and ask
yes.
for this and to do this. And,
Yes.
it was a very interactive moment. A beautiful atmosphere
Yeah.
with people who are share the same passion of something,
Right.
who are coming together,
Yeah.
who are intoxicated by
Yes.
utshwala,
Yes.
and then we are social, and
Yeah.
there's music playing.
Yeah.
Yes, so
By now, Uma Oledi accepts Uti.
she was forced to,
Yeah.
because my appetite and taste for impahla and all
Yeah.
that she couldn't afford.
Yeah.
And then I used to do it myself.
So you're
And she
saying,
started
yeah.
taking pride in me dressing up well.
Right.
And then wabona ukuthi mntwanam, at least because ha o tlo tagilwe.
Yeah.
Yeah, ke tla o tlohela he.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
at the same time, on a Sunday, I will give her like 50 rands, Mama Twara.
Eh,
50
so-
rands.
okay.
And then she was like, yo, hey, we ain't kai. Hey, ke chelta bu satan, ke chelta bu jwala. And I'm like, ay, my lady, it's a bus spinach, nama.
And the 15 nearly bar.
Yeah.
Mole
So-
Rati of Satan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Arat, and my grandmother was also on my case.
Yeah.
And they say you don't receive your blessing if you pursue anything without your grandmother.
blessing.
Especially your grandmother
Yeah.
does not give you your blessings.
Blessings.
But now, the type and the caliber of people that used to come to my place to
Yeah.
buy music, my grandmother started realizing, no, I'm on the right track.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the Krotman lezo tying buya tembisa, nyezo tying buya etladi, and my grandmother would like, yo, let's allow for
Yeah.
and Batomo born, and they started loosening up.
Okay, so now you're selling mixtapes now.
Yes.
Nice.
Like it was official, it was in demand.
Yes.
I never had the idea because music was for free. And the one thing about us, people who are passionate about a certain form of craft,
Yeah.
we are not in most cases business minded.
Because you just love the
Yes, the
art.
passion.
And I love
Right.
the thought that but people appreciate what I
Yeah.
do, and I forget
So
the
you wanna
money
give them
making
more,
element and
but
part
yeah.
of it, and I just want to give them more.
Yeah.
And the response, ukuthi baba happy.
Yeah.
It's you are one. And then now it started coming with, hey man, I must sell. You know, I'm
Yeah.
selling and I'm undercutting abanye by
Yeah.
business.
Yeah.
And then my price has to go up. But the demand
Right.
dictates, hey man, my quality is premium and I must charge more.
Let me ask you this then. Obviously, this is during the time when Master Chief Kanyani. Shout out to DJ Kanyani.
Okay, I will get there.
Okay.
Shout out to Master.
I will get to Ganyan.
Right.
Yes. And then I was saying, remember I spoke about Thunderdome.
Yes.
And I spoke about meeting Christos. I don't know, for some reason, I didn't really take note of Christos.
Yeah.
But there was something that he did on that particular night. He
Yeah.
played, and his style of mixing.
Yes.
And I was like, yo, this is nice.
Yes.
And we are the same age.
Yes.
And then this thing, you tell my turntable started coming.
Okay.
You could tell I must get my turntables.
Yeah.
I must start collecting
Yeah,
them. I
more
must start
vinyl.
buying. And then yes, I pursued in my turntable. And then I heard about Ganyani.
Yeah.
As a hairdresser,
Yeah.
some of my clients will come and they were playing house music, and I was like, "Who's this?" I said, "Oh, Ganyani." And then,
Almost
like,
sorry,
remember-
Planta Brett. Almost thought you were going to say, Kanyani came out with Chuni Pam.
No, Master G. I went to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So like this guy who big, he was my client.
Right.
Cutting his hair and he's playing. So remember, I was buying from Look and Listen.
Yeah.
Look and Listen did not specialize in
house music, yes.
But they had.
Yes.
Not in the same scale as Groove Records.
Right. In Orange Grove.
In Orange Groove.
Shout out to Groove
Abu
Records,
Team, yes.
DJ
Abu
Christos,
Team,
yeah.
no Chris.
Yeah.
No Brawili from Tembisa.
Tembisa. Shout out to
Groove
Brawili,
Records,
yeah.
yes. So now I was getting into Lentoe Groove Records.
Yeah.
And there was this other record shop,
Strictly Rhythm.
Pretoria, not Strictly Rhythm. Pretoria, the owner's name was Rana, a Silver Tea.
Okay.
Yes, the owner's name was Rana.
Right.
Kula besithola amapatreke khona ke lapho.
Oh.
We will go to Groove Records.
Exclusives.
But yeah, my exclusives, Rana.
Okay.
Yes, and shipment yakhe kaningi was Italo House and British House.
Right. Your
Like
favorites,
ama
yeah?
remixes. Yes, yes.
Oh,
So
you're also into the British stuff,
He
eh?
loves the Italian house.
That is one of the most beautiful house music you can get. You know, British. I'm more into like, my favorite is more like your British house and your Italo house.
Right.
Yes. Remember your basic records, your
Yes.
Rodney,
Yeah.
your Tomparas.
Yeah.
From basic records into the night, you know.
Yeah.
Italo house was beautiful, was different.
Yeah.
And then American house was always commercial.
Yeah.
Strictly rhythm.
Yes.
Nevers records.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Right.
So now, from Bramfontein, okay, started setting up after my 21st. And then now I'm starting to collect vinyls. And I want to know about this Ganyani guy. Ne?
Okay.
His mixes were superb.
Clean.
Clean, like his cassettes were
Yeah.
like clean.
Yes.
And I went there and I'm like, yeah, bro, my name is Bradley.
So where it is?
End of fire.
In his house, Gundo Fire, Guzon Fire.
Yeah.
Hey, Master G, Ganyani me auti ki Bradley, ki rumetse ki begi. Apparently, I was made to believe that you sell mixes and I'm interested in buying. And then now we warmed up to each other very well.
Did you tell him you're a DJ as well?
I was skeptical.
Okay.
Because Begi want to say Uguti Uganyane Magating Sama cassettes. He's very cautious about the opposition buying from him and
okay.
then selling.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Redubbing and
Okay.
So I was
sell.
skeptical. But me now, I didn't go there for that.
Yeah, no,
purpose.
yeah.
However, when I got there, I was shocked
Yeah.
to learn that this guy, my age, has got so much in terms
Yes.
of collection,
Yes.
in terms of setup,
Yes.
and then how he was running that business
Yes.
on his own.
On his own.
Without a mentor, without no respect to Ganyan for that.
Shout out to
shout out to
DJ
Master
Kanyani.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
Master G.
Mangele, good
So
to
Master
this
G
guy.
doesn't have his own master.
Yes,
He's
and
his
he never
own
had,
master,
and he
Baba.
never had, and he
think-
never had.
You know, I once had a conversation with him. Sorry to cut you there,
Yeah.
Dr. Brett. I once had a conversation with him. He referred me to Upra Chris.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Chris Museneke.
Chris Museneke. Shout out to Upra Chris, eh?
He said, like, when I asked him,
Yes.
who were the guys that you looked up to? Because it seems like everybody looked up to
He's looking up to you.
Yeah, look, I mean, I could be wrong. I had this conversation with him like maybe decades ago, like maybe 12, 13 years ago.
Yeah.
But I remember he said Chris Museneke.
Chris
Chris
Museneke.
Museneke,
Yeah.
the Madcap Museneke.
Madcap,
from-
yes.
The Madcap. I think Chris is from Harankua. He was a resident DJ at Club Gemini.
Club Gemini.
Yes.
Wow.
And I'm also honored to have crossed paths with Chris.
Yes.
We still talk Namanja no Chris on Facebook.
Right.
Yes, a big up to my buddy Chris.
Shout out to Upra Chris
Shout out to
Museneke.
Bra
Yes.
Chris.
Yeah.
And
So,
then-
so now you're at his house now.
At Ganyan's house.
Right.
And then we started talking. And then Ganyani could pick up good time, and this guy knows.
Yeah.
Because already, I've been frequent my Club Cherries,
Yes.
your Club Gemini.
Right.
And I know what Chris was playing.
Yes.
And Club Cherries, it was called Red Onion. Vinny was the resident at Red Onion.
Okay.
And I knew what
Shout
Vinny
outs to
was
Vinny,
playing.
yeah.
Yes, and I knew what Vinny was playing. I knew what Chris Museneka was playing
Yes,
at Gemini.
yes.
Yes. So already when I went to Ganyani, there were some couple of tracks that I was looking, and I was like, backtracking to update.
Yes.
Yes. And I spoke to him. I'm like, hey, Master G, I'm looking for this, that. And he was like, oh, where do you know those tracks from?
Yeah.
And at that time, he was wiser.
Yeah.
Because he got into house, Magakala, DJ.
Yes,
and
yes,
I
yes.
to music.
He started with house music.
And Angita was all over the place, not
Cross
specific.
genres, yeah.
So he knew what song was trending
Yeah.
and he knew who's got what. And he was like, when are we as a lap? I'm like, no, I heard it from this. What?
Yeah.
And then, like I said, we warmed up to each other.
Right.
And then already me sing set up
Your own setup.
my own setup and
Turntables
me
and
sing
stuff.
practicing, sing mix.
So mix.
In a belt drive
Yes.
now.
No.
So
SL.
petty, so petty.
Straight- SL,
Baba.
Straight
Hey,
to SL.
they were hard to find.
They were. But I got my fun. I believe that everything we turn down in we attract. I
Right.
believe in the law of relativity.
Nice.
I'm spiritual and I believe in the law of attraction.
Yes.
Everything that you want in life, when you set your mind to it,
Yeah.
you go and look for it and it will find you.
So money's gonna find me. I'm joking. Let's continue.
Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
But with money, you must have something that you do in order for you to generate.
Right.
Yes,
Not
it
miracles.
doesn't- Not miracles. Not miracles. So now, fine. And then Benkala say, I have my smallanyana collection of about vinyls, a house. Like
Yeah.
I already have about 500 vinyls now.
Yeah.
And then I can hold it up in a club as a DJ. And now this guy
Yeah.
said to me, hey, my brother, your mixes are dope.
Yeah.
And we must go to Mafike.
Okay.
There was a party at Little Morin there.
Oh wow. Yes.
And the lineup is the Christo, say, who else?
Oscar.
Oskido, yeah. Oskido, no man, I think Tebe.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people don't know
Yes.
that Tebe is actually a DJ, right?
Yes,
Yes.
back then,
Yes.
playing on vinyls, Tebe, Christo, say, I can't remember who else. And then I went to that gig, and I was confident and cocky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ngizoshaya la.
Yeah, and I'm listening to other DJs playing and they're taking it easy and nice and like cool, but I've got and then Christo started playing.
Eish.
Hey, my man.
Kalinkatas.
It was the first time I got intimidated by another DJ.
Right.
This guy.
And you know him from
From Abraham.
No, Ed Bram, I didn't take note of him.
Yeah,
like
but
I
that's what I'm
said.
saying, that when you
like,
see him.
this white guy is playing music for black people and
Yeah.
he's playing it well, or like maybe he's got a black friend who's,
schooling him.
Yes. And then Christo started playing.
Yes.
Proper man.
Yes.
Proper.
Mixing everything.
Yeah, and this guy now, who the promoter, Emma Fikeng,
Yes.
through word of mouth, heard that there was this guy who can play
Match
along
up,
those lines
yes.
and match up to.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey. Back then with the ponytail,
Yes.
remember Chris?
Yes. You still
Skin.
have a ponytail.
Hey,
Yes.
Tandile,
Yes.
Pondo, eh?
Chris rocked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Killed it.
He played very well. I was
Yeah.
impressed. But I'm thinking I'm not gonna be a fan of this guy. He may have played well. I'm gonna be nice to him.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna be a fan.
100%
And then I did my
competition.
thing.
Mpegi.
With a low.
Mpegi.
And I played after Chris, and it went well.
Same response.
Same relative response.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
And it was well.
Yeah.
And since then, I never looked back.
Nice.
However, my DJing career took off like felt fire very well.
Yeah.
My services were in demand.
Right.
And I was advancing also as a hairdresser.
Okay.
And I was headhunted by a multinational company from Chicago, Luster Products,
Okay.
to come and work for them as a representative for endorsement purposes of their brands into our salons.
Okay. In South Africa.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my skill as a hairdresser was also gaining popularity, and then I was working and I was getting busy, and I had to choose between the two, hairdressing and DJing.
Right.
But they both required your hands and your fingers. And
So
Definitely.
he's a man that's good with
But
his
now-
hands, right? Yeah.
One
One
three
has to
stripes.
be-
We don't know what's the third thing that he's good at. But yeah.
Ayasazba.
One has to be a career, one has
hobby.
to be a hobby.
Yeah.
But come to think of it, with entertainment, any form of entertainment, no matter how good you can be, there is a sell by date. And
Eish,
you
you
are not the one to
expire.
determine as to when is going to be the last of you. Come to think of it, Michael Jackson is said to be the best entertainer of all time. I fully agree to that.
Yeah.
The marketing behind him and everything that was put together and packaged
Yeah.
to Michael Jackson
Yeah.
as the best entertainer in the world.
Yeah.
But yet, he has reached a sell by day too. And I was thinking, Gutai, what if I don't make it through until, I generate well enough to be able to sustain myself?
Right.
And then I started with this thing, technician for this company. And then my career as a DJ is booming.
Yeah.
But now the catch is that I have to go to Zimbabwe for endorsement.
Oh, you're traveling a lot.
I was traveling a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get a gig at Durban.
Ish.
It pays well.
Yeah.
At Cape Town, this, that. I cannot go.
Because you have to work. It's
I have
funny.
to work. I have to go to like your Kenya, your Uganda, your Tanzania.
So
your
still
you
happens.
traveled Africa.
I've traveled most parts of
So,
Africa.
like, just plus minus, how many countries have you been to?
in Africa.
Yeah.
Well, in Africa, yeah.
About let's say East Africa, it was Tanzania, it was Ethiopia, it was Kenya, it was Uganda.
Right.
West Africa, it was Benin, it was Nigeria, it was Ghana.
Right.
Yes, yeah, those are the countries that I've been
So in the
to.
southern
You went
Your
to Ethiopia
Swaziland,
as well, ne?
your Swaziland,
Yeah.
your Lesotho,
Yeah.
your
Seka.
Namibia,
They still count.
Seka,
Yeah.
yes, they still count.
So
yes,
it's
I've
about
been
about
select.
10, 11
And
countries.
Botswana.
Yeah.
I know you, man.
Yes.
That's
It's
that's
a
that's
blessing,
serious
man, to have
traveling.
seen so many
Yes,
countries
yes.
in
Also explains how you think and how I
Yeah.
can see like how your mind is really broad.
yeah.
because that really opens up your mind.
Yeah,
Like,
traveling, right?
Yeah, traveling because
Definitely.
you see so many things
Right.
that you don't become stereotypical.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
you can
yeah.
see Utaprets when he's talking with open-minded.
He's
Completely.
he's open-minded, right?
And I will encourage my South Africans to
Travel.
to travel. Most South Africans do not know the value they carry.
Yeah.
And then they do not know what we have.
Yeah.
It's what the world needs, my brother. We have the best of everything.
Yeah.
Climate, everything.
Yes.
And I think it's high time that we start traveling, and maybe we'll then realize, we will then
Our
learn, and
value.
we will then appreciate. Yes,
like that.
Yes. So like I say, going back to Intok DJ, I'm now at YFM.
Oh.
Bondo show.
Shout out to Bondon too.
Shout
There
out.
is demand.
Hey.
Is
on
this just
air.
after Y started or just like a couple
Just-
years after?
A couple of 4 years after Y started.
Yes.
And
It was
I
a Saturday show,
resident-
right?
Saturday show.
I will shout up.
And then now, demand is there for DJing.
Yes.
But unfortunately, I cannot meet it because I've got a job.
You're
I'm
traveling,
earning
yeah,
a
you have
salary
to work,
and I'm
yeah.
traveling. And I'm making good money in Spani because
Yeah.
I earn a salary.
Yeah.
And then when I go to this area, and when the product starts selling, and then Batolama sales,
Yeah.
I get a nice rebate. I
A
get
commission.
well
Commission.
remunerated. I get a nice commission. I get a percentage.
There was that nice car that you used to have, man. That cream car. Aish.
What?
That Volvo.
Oh, the Volvo.
Hey, man.
yes.
Yes.
I'm a Volvo enthusiast.
Oh,
anyway.
nice, yeah.
I like Volvos. They're well refined.
Yeah.
They accelerate very well. They're efficient. They
And
may
safe.
not be stylish.
And they
Safe.
sell them as very safe.
That's it.
Yes, they are very, very safe. And because as a rap,
Yeah.
besihamba ngama Golf, besihamba ngama Audi,
Yeah.
ngama BM, and those were high risk cars.
Yeah, yeah.
And then as a rep, you're exposed to all these other areas.
Yes.
Mzansi, and in some territories, you are not known and you become a target. And then the registration is
Yeah.
GP and you are in this area and
Yeah.
then you get hijacked or
We
the car
target,
gets stolen.
yeah.
So that's why I resorted to a Volvo.
Right.
And then only to
But
find
what
that
about
when I,
Mangamla? Yeah, ikaraza Mangam.
It's not a
Yes.
motel.
But when I started driving a Volvo, I know I could tell a difference. It's responsive, it's efficient.
Yes.
I loved my Volvos. So I'm a Volvo enthusiast.
I think Mbuso was driving a Volvo.
He did, yeah, he did.
S60
He did, yeah.
2.4, I remember Mbuso. And as a result, for the past 20 years, I've owned 5 Volvos.
Wow.
Yes.
Hey, so you are 100% a fanatic.
I'm a Volvo enthusiast, and I'm working into, getting my old Volvo.
You did say you want to tune it up
modified.
yourself, right?
I want to
Which
tune it
one?
up
You want the
myself.
one there where they're talking about
S60.
Mabatu Wawamune Volvo? Is it
No,
not that old one?
Not that
They
one.
got to shang ama later
I
on,
want the
yeah.
masquerade.
Yeah, that cameraman was. It had a
Maybe the
song.
Amazon.
Yeah.
The car had a
Maybe the
song.
Amazon, Volvo Amazon.
Yes.
Yes.
That thing.
And there was a 122.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're at YFM now.
I've just bought a house.
But how did that happen? Was it a call from Tupondo or did you know
Ubondo wanted
Ubondo?
a DJ
Yeah.
for his slot
Yeah.
that will play house.
Yeah.
Yes. And then kind of this type of setup.
Yes.
Somebody can also talk to in between.
Oh.
And then I was his preferred DJ of choice.
You knew him.
We knew each other. So we
Okay.
could
From the same hood, right?
From the same hood, ne? And Abobondo used to belong back then. Yeah. A group, when you are Amajita,
Yeah.
you belong to this particular group. And Baba Biza ma video kids, ama VK.
Okay.
I don't know if you know Bongani Biela, no Wayne Letwaba.
Yes.
No Bondon too, Lama Krotman Lao.
Yes.
They used to belong no Billie Jean Ule, Bohambanga Upike.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard Malaga
Lama
Uwe.
VK.
Yeah.
Krotman Laga Uwe.
Yes.
No Bondon too, Libego ama VK.
Okay.
So we were like kind
Shout
of
out to
enemies
Lebza, yeah.
because they started on a match here, Shana Ngiti.
Okay.
So like we were like your kind of when attention in Yana Sakrutana.
Oh yeah, utaile.
Competition.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
like
utenile.
now, I was now popular. See, and Ubondo took note of that, and then we started talking Nango music.
Yes.
We love the same music, R&B, and a lot of people.
No,
do not
Craig,
know.
ne? Craig Malone.
Craig. I went to high school, no Craig.
Oh, shout out to Craig Malone.
out to
Yeah.
Craig.
I went
What
to
school
high
is this?
school, no Grok. And I made the high school in Zone 3 Diploof.
Hey, bro, isingamlaska takre. Ungazuthi
Mara DK Vele was top notch.
Greg, you know, leaders are made and leaders are born.
Yeah.
Greg is a born leader.
Nice.
He was always looking for inspiration to better himself.
Nice.
Along those lines.
Yeah.
And Greg will like organize a scale and does a debate.
Oh.
Greg used to like Aboma Julius Caesar, play, and then he likes reading, and then
yes.
that's when he sharpened his vocabulary.
Very polished on his
Very
speech,
polished,
yeah.
Greg, and he had the acumen. Greg had a visionary too.
Yeah.
And then Greg liked giving things shape and form, net direction. Greg
right.
has the intelligence, he has the know-how,
Yeah.
has the energy, and there's then the integrity.
Yes.
Yeah, to make things happen. So Greg was a Brian Meskela, and then we used to talk about music. You know,
Right.
Greg.
Because he's a collector as well.
He's a collector as well.
Yeah.
And I remember we used to have an argument about who knew Kid Sweat first between me and I.
Right.
Yes, such arguments. And then he will like be, do you know this group? And he will come with this group, Basic Black.
Yes.
Yeah, I know Basic Black. I'm man. If I'm honest, Greg, I know Basic Black. The song is this song from Basic Black. Oh, it's an Eon Toads. Greg was always
Nice,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think Greg, YFM found him in a sense that when he got into YFM,
Yeah.
it couldn't, in my opinion, it couldn't have been what it is.
Yeah.
If
Had
Greg
it not
was
been for
there.
him, right?
Had it not been for him.
A true
So it's
approach.
definitely
Yes.
one of the first guys at Y, yeah?
Yes. And then now Ubondo, no Greg, we are from the same hood.
hoods.
Greg is from Zone 1 Yamazulu,
Yeah.
Nobondo, but Greg is side does Zone 5,
Yeah.
Nobondo, and then we started interacting Nobondo.
Yeah.
And then we started talking.
Yeah.
And Ubondo was surprised to learn that I also play R&B.
Oh.
And he was like playing R&B, like Bondo had
Proper,
like a
yeah.
fast, proper
Yes,
R&B.
yes.
And no Greg, and they knew each other.
Yeah.
And then Ubondo was surprised to learn good Nama also play R&B. And
Yeah.
I'm like, no, Bondo, I can even give him a recommendation on some artist. 1, 2, 3. And we started talking and you could see that, no, this guy
He knows his story.
stuff and
Yeah.
he knows his story. And as we started talking, no Bondo and Bob were interested, and then I was invited to come and play at
Okay.
And then now, first, second week, and my numbers were increased.
Yes.
And then, like, Greg and them were like, no, Brett, then you'll have to come.
But we shy number. Sihlala simamele sizukuthi yeah, no. I remember Julian Chabre,
Yes. Jungle,
not the jungle,
Deliverance,
not the driver.
War, Swimming Places. Okay, yeah. Sun is back.
Sun is back.
Yes.
You're
Sun is
one
back.
of the first people who were not
Yes.
Lord that
Sun
introduced
is
me
back.
to that track.
Yes.
But anyway, yes.
So now my services as a hairdresser, as a technician, were in demand. The company was growing. I was further promoted.
Yeah.
And then no DJ. Say YFM.
It's gaining
and
momentum.
Then I'm getting my gigs all over, like, you know, like, ish. And I cannot take those gigs.
Yeah.
You know, I cannot take those gigs.
Yes.
And I also aware that I had 2 compilations.
I know of the one that you did with Hot.
Soccer News. That was the second one. So
Oh.
yeah.
I don't know
That
of the
was
first one.
The first one was sponsored by Soccer News.
Oh,
Yeah, it's called Soccer News House Music.
is it called Soccer News House Music?
Yes, because
Released
it
with?
was sponsored by USM with Niger.
Oh, USM.
Remember Niger?
Yes.
And then the first one sold just over 25,000 copies.
What?
Yes.
Did you know?
My first compilation sold
He's
just
shaking his
over
head. He didn't know.
25,000 copies. And my second compilation was not well promoted.
Yeah, with Khotso,
It
right?
didn't sell that much.
That came out
yes.
with Phezulu, ne?
Yeah, it came up with Phezulu.
Was that a compilation?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yes.
Oh,
The
okay.
Prince has got 2 compilations.
Wait, the
bruh.
Prince. So your first compilation, what year is this? Sorry, I mean, I always want the year.
Yes. It was, the first one was 1999.
So hold on.
First one.
When Kanyani released his, because I was of the impression that Master G was the first one to release a compilation. So you released as well.
In
at the
actual
time.
fact, what actually happened is that, remember Tulani used to work at this record shop. What was it called? Mental Groove.
Mental Groove.
Oh, Tulani, shout out to the
That's
warrior.
to the
Tulani
warrior. Yeah.
When Tulani started at Mental Groove, Minano Tulani used to meet at House Africa as a DJ
Yeah.
from East Rand and from Ekasi. And
Yeah.
we're like, hey, ngizwile ngawe Mpintshi Tulani, you know.
Shoot, yeah.
Yeah, and then we laugh. And then like one day he calls and say, hey bro, I've got my own joint inyana la, namajita wami Mental Groove,
Yeah.
record shop. A Boxburg, please come pay us a visit.
Yeah.
And I went to Mental Groove. And the Mental Groove, they proposed good Bafunigwenzi compilation.
Oh.
And
Mental Groove is the one that proposed to you.
yes,
That's dope.
That
is
Because that was like basically white market
Yeah,
type
yeah,
of,
yeah.
of
Yeah.
record. Yeah.
And the guy has done his research, and my name came up as top school DJs that he can risk his money to invest into somebody who can.
Jeez,
make
guys.
a
Hey,
compilation
the
with.
Brits.
Yo.
That's
And
some
then-
dope shit
Yes.
right there.
However, I thought good it was not gonna work for me at that point in time.
Okay.
And I didn't want to be selfish, and I recommended good to buy you Ganyani can do that. And I told them good I will do a follow up because at that time, according to their plan, I had to promote and I had to tour.
And you're a busy
my
guy.
schedule did not allow
You're a
me.
Busy, he's
guy.
working, he's
Yes.
yeah. And he's traveling.
And I recommended Uganyani to do it, and then Uganyani did it. And then when the time was right, when they were settling in, and the guy could tell, good to know my recommendation worked wonders.
Yes.
And then they came up with my compilation.
Oh.
Ganyani's compilation sold well too.
Yes.
And then it paved way for my compilation. So they were supporting, like,
Okay.
yeah, side by side.
I
And
didn't
my
know
one
Gucci
sold-
Tapret had a compilation
Yes,
as the
and it
first one.
sold
I knew of the
25.
No, I
second
know
one
one.
with Khotso.
Oh, that one, yeah.
And the
I also
second
didn't
one
know
with
the first
Khotso.
one.
Yeah.
I did it with Khotso, the second one.
Shout outs to TJ Khotso. So, yeah.
Who's Khoso PFR?
Yes.
Yes. And at that time, it was a compilation. And then YFM resident. And I was also a resident at that club called The New Concept. I don't know if you remember in Randburg.
Yes.
I was also a resident at the Rock and Roll Palace.
A Rock and Roll Palace.
Yeah, you were
Oh man,
killing
that
it.
club.
Yeah.
That club is.
I was yes. I was also a resident at the Rock and Roll Palace.
So you were a 100% busy guy.
very,
stretched.
very, 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 very busy. And I must honestly say, I've enjoyed and made the utmost of it.
Yeah.
My belief is for now,
Yeah.
it's not our time, but I still have a share in the market that I can explore.
Of course.
But like I say, I've diverted
Yeah.
into business, into manufacturing of cosmetic products.
Yes.
And that is what is taking my time.
Must bring your products,
But
man.
I
You must
think
put it here.
I
man.
will
Yes,
definitely
yes,
do.
we need it, the Brits.
I
We need it.
definitely do. I feel that I have unfinished business. And
You mean in the music game?
in the music, yes, I'm still reorganizing and rebranding myself.
Right.
And I want to come back and then do it again because, like I said, it's a calling. I just can't get over it.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So I would love to actually find out about the since you were at YFM and
Yes.
the DJ competitions. I don't know whether you ever taken part
I've
in any
never.
of those.
You made half hour.
I've never taken
You're never part of that.
For the pure simple reason that I had an advantage over the DJs my era at that time.
Okay, yeah.
Remember?
So you
I
were going to
already-
you've already won.
Yeah,
On,
Christine
you
is
won
there,
on
I went
default.
on.
Yeah, on
Yes.
default is already
But
won.
now, come to think of it, Mbuso used my vinyls.
Yes.
Claude used my vinyls.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
man.
then
So these people are killing people using your weapons.
yes. And then there was no way that I was gonna compete with them.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
I
the-
didn't
so
make
you were
sense.
sitting
And
on top
besides,
of
you had a,
everyone.
you had
And I
a
was-
residency
Yes,
already.
and I was established
Right.
already as a DJ.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
And then to me, for a whole lot of various reasons,
Yeah.
that was resonating around. I don't want to be seen as ucindezela intwana ezincane.
Ezincane, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Rather let me
Uziphakamisa,
Yes.
You
yeah.
understand?
Yes.
And they will come to me and say, "Good, hey, Rodman, imixe so any, and I will take them through. Good,
Yeah.
you know, sequence la ends so. But
Yeah.
for the competition, this is how you can juggle it around. Mega
So you
mix
even
and all
gave the
those
tips
things.
besides just giving them music.
Yes,
100%
yes,
Give them
yes,
tips.
yes,
That's
yes.
dope, right?
Yes, there is a new Zakes.
Zakes.
Shout
Shout out to Zakes.
Oh, Zakes Mix Master.
Yeah.
Shout
Mixmaster.
out.
Is he?
Mixmaster took well to
Yeah.
everything that I was doing.
And
Zakes
hence he
really
became, I mean, a
Yes.
runner-up. He almost
Zakes-
won that thing.
Zakes-
He
No,
won
he
it.
won a lot.
He won
Nah,
it.
he won a lot of
Zakes
competitions.
was one of those who was willing to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to that, Zakes will swallow his pride and will upfront and confront and say, hey, Mark man,
yeah.
imix yakho isiyangibulala, it's seamless, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark man, you hasn't been set up now, but hey, take me through, man. Whenever I meet with Zakes,
Yeah.
he will ask about something that is to do with learning.
Yes.
And that's why Zakes, from nowhere, Zakes used to kill.
he
like,
boomed,
you know.
eh?
Yeah,
He was
Zakes
killing
like-
so much. man.
Yes,
He was
and
winning
Zakes'
all the
musical
All these
competitions.
competitions, even when he was playing. Bro.
Yes.
Yeah, it was too much.
Yes.
He ended up thinking that house music was a little bit too easy.
Yeah.
And then he was like, no, I want to
Switched
play.
over,
Yeah, he
right?
switched over
To
to
hip-hop.
play. Yeah, he
Yes.
alternated, and then he started scratching.
Yes.
He became a
Lento
scratch
Zakuma,
DJ.
Mad of Hour, no, but I was featured to Mad of Hour. I think 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
But not into
And Nakona, you were asked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ufresh invited. I was playing No Fresh. I can't remember where. And he was like, hey, Brett, take a turn, man. Come around.
Yeah.
Play. I have a concern with these DJs. Whenever they come, each and every one of them plays Mood to Swing.
Yeah.
And
Which one is that one?
Fresh was telling me.
So, I mean, which mush to swing is this one?
No,
Closer, ne?
like back then, there was an era where every DJ who made up our plays Mood to Sing.
Yeah.
Like 2,
Yeah.
3. I want to know
Same,
Fresh was
me
like
too.
this, man. Yes.
It was one of my favorite hits. It was
Yes, yes.
That
And
old
no
song.
Fresh was
was
like,
old
I
song.
want you to bring.
Closer.
Zoom, kuzum,
Closer.
Yes,
zoom,
yes.
zoom,
Ooh.
kuzum.
Yeah.
Ooh, there,
Yes,
that
yes. And Fresh was like, I want somebody to bring something similar set like you dished out today
Right.
to Made of Hour, and so that these DJs must have a point of reference.
Yeah.
Man. I don't want it to be as if I'm imposing on them, and I was like, no, yeah. And I called during the week, hey, Brett, take your turn, and I went to Made of Hour.
Killed.
And then I killed Made of Hour, and then second time, third time, yes.
Right.
But Bondo's show was the ultimate.
Yeah. Tapret,
Yeah, well-
I want to get into a story that 2 of our guests have mentioned, right? We had DJ Mbuso and we had UQT, right?
Okay.
Now we want the because your name came up
Yes.
in that
Yeah.
conversation, right? So the two were competing on the Madhab Hour, right?
Yes.
Apparently, I believe you made the deciding call of who wins the competition.
If there was camera and everything, Fresh would tell everybody a story. And I did a trick, and Fresh just went, "Oh my God, I wish you could be here. You should see what Musa's just done." I mixed the record on a flip. I went on the other side and I did a trick, because there was no visual.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, and Tepa was like, everybody was like in the studio, like, yo, bruv, how can you take a record from normal speed to 45 and you go, if got
GOD.
go,
Yeah,
and he goes
yeah.
go, and why? Then it goes go.
So this is Rip Group 99 and GOD.
Fresh just goes, he presses it and says, "Oh my God, you should have seen." Buso didn't win because of that stunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did that stunt because ingoma bese imshile.
Oh.
Wathatha iCode 4 wayilahlela. Wathi kwa. Yabona?
And the truth comes out.
Yeah, uyazi naye. Yabona? Beyimshile ingoma.
Yeah.
And votes zangena.
Oh, yeah.
Then kwaba tie. The last vote eyangena kwafona uBradley. DJ Bradley from Deep Roof.
Yeah.
Shout out to TJ
Shout out
Bradley.
to
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ngisaseyintwana bangaza ngithi.
Oh man.
What I vote my brother DJ Mbuso.
Oh man.
So he was not a neutral guy.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
He's,
the Wibra.
he's captured. It was a captured guy.
Yeah, ukwafona uBradley wathi ngifonela ngivotela uMbuso.
On that day,
Yeah.
I didn't actually even listen
Yeah.
to Amaseto Abuboy 2.
Also, you did not even hear them.
But from what I picked up,
Right.
traffic yama call
Yes.
and a little bit of what QT did.
Yes.
And I thought to my mind, ama call lawa.
Yeah.
QT Mbuso.
Yeah.
QT Mbuso.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, you know what? Ibrahim Mbuso. with this guy QT. They're good. I didn't know QT then.
Yes.
Hey, they're good, man. But hey, I think Ibrahim Mbuso technically I'm gonna lose a go QT.
QT, yeah.
Not because it's bad.
Yes.
Because our calls
Yes.
are in favor of both.
Yeah.
And then now to even it out.
Yeah.
Kanti mang phone. As I'm listening and thinking, good, in this regard, it's gonna cost dearly to Mbuso
Yeah.
as a DJ, a legendary DJ at that point in
Right.
time, because he was gaining popularity
yes.
and QT was taking off.
He was on the come up. Yeah.
And then QT was coming up nicely.
Yes, yes.
QT was coming up nicely. QT, when he started, he was get up from the first day I heard him.
Yes.
I could tell, like within a short
shy.
space of
He's
time.
on a
ukuthi,
mission, yeah.
So on that day, ngacabanga ukuthi, you know what? No man, it's not gonna be fair for Mbuso. Uyabona? Ngathi hayi ithi intwana ezongixolela yabona QT.
Wena ufona kanje AY ufona ngoba ufuna ukusolve le nkinga le.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uwinise the legendary Mbuso.
When is legend, the computer and up and coming.
Yeah.
And they're both, the up and coming is hungry.
Yes.
The legend, but
Shang experience,
Shang
yeah.
experience, you
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
But because of, like I say, I'm a called, behavior hamba ngakhona.
Yeah.
QT, Mbuso QT ngathi, hayi man, yazi, ithi ngiqede le nto, yabona? And then I called. And funny enough, you know, whenever I call, kuma situation anjalo,
Yes.
I become the like,
You were the decider.
decide I make or break. Ngavele ngathi hayi QT magno khuluma ke fresh ki Bradley
Yeah.
QT screamed
I know where the voice
hey son hey Grootman, like you know hey son hey Grootman
Already knew.
yancanywa Grootman yancanywa marumbusi bra yakhe hey no, he was not sure.
Yeah.
Ngavele ngathi hayi Mbuso.
Hey. That's how he lost.
And as I was getting to that, Mbuso yena himself like
If Bokon umbega, you probably know good thing.
Fresh even said it.
Yeah.
Fresh even said it could. Hey, Mbuso, you are so sure and so full of yourself before Bradley could even say it.
You knew that he was gonna vote for you.
And then the next one, Begukaka Ice, DJ Ice, not Lord.
Yes.
Exactly the same thing.
Ice SOS.
Ice SOS.
Shout out to
DB.
Isaac and Claude, man.
Yes. Ice no. Utlot yalahla.
Yeah.
Ice goes commercial.
Yes.
Claude plays deep, go competition.
Yeah.
Stick to his
Nice
stick
and
to his
well
guns.
executed.
Yeah.
Nice and well executed.
Right.
Mara, I little poll. You don't do that on radio. Pella, you don't get immediate response on radio.
Yes.
So Utlot did not want to, in a way, from my thinking,
Compromise
maybe
himself.
want to compromise himself. He kept it real
Right.
and well executed, well sequenced, well put together.
Yeah.
And then Ice was
Yes.
playing on a commercial side. And then if favor, you know, Deep House followers,
Yeah.
they're a minority.
Right.
And the calls, the traffic yama call.
Or not as many as.
But funny enough, ngisekasi namajita.
Yeah.
And then I could hear ukuthi amajita appreciate into ehlota
Ayishayile,
yenza. But
yeah.
our phone. And I'm
Yes.
just asking myself, good now. They don't know ukuthi Utlot is my friend.
Yeah.
And they don't know ukuthi Ice is my friend.
Yes.
They just, but in favor of Utlot.
Right.
As a result, it's among phone again. When I phoned on to vote for that, ngathi hasn't. Ice won on basis that he played commercial,
Right.
which was favored by the majority.
Yes.
Claude actually won. Technical part of it,
Yes.
mixing, sequencing, timing, all
Yes.
that. He got it all right, perfect.
Spot on.
And then ngathi u-Ice uzongixolela ngawa ngu-Ice.
Claude.
Ice.
Oh, on ice.
Ngawa ngu-Ice in favor of Claude.
Oh.
U-Ice naye wascream, hayi Brian ke. Hayi Grootman, ungathola nokuthi ama-vinyl uyambolekile. No, hayi, you know.
So great. But then you have to think about it. All these people that have lost to Ice, no QT,
Yes.
they come from mentorship
SOS.
Kamavusa.
Yes.
SOS
So-
against BFR. Basically.
Yeah, you know what I'm
So
saying.
also
Yes.
Taprets basically was pro
Yes.
BFR.
BFR.
By coincidence, it may appear as if I was in favor of BFR.
Yeah.
But I was not.
Yeah.
It was purely a controversy that I was not aware of at that point in time.
Right.
Could it may be perceived as I was in favor of BFR?
BFR, yeah.
I was not. Yes, I was not. Because umbuso naye bekanokungivalela ngaphandle nyana njengentwana yami.
Yeah.
So look wenza something.
Uzithanda kabi ke.
You see?
What's that, Fred?
Peyanyana. Angithi ngesinye isikhathi when you're occupying your space, awufuna ama-intruders.
Yeah.
Uyabona? So he had his little nyana empire, BFR, and we are pet.
Yes.
You understand? And then Mina and I secretly consult with me.
Oh yes.
On other things,
Yes.
Yabona, to gain dominance over this boy and to stay ahead of them. And he will always insist on an opinion.
No. Because he still does. He holds you in high
To
regard.
this day,
man.
Mina
Yes.
Nombuso, we still talk about 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Yes, about all these things, old school, this. What do you think?
I'm sure
Each other's
QT listening
opinion
to
back
this
and
is
forth.
like, yeah, exactly my point.
You're proving me right.
Yes.
Some of your most memorable gigs,
Yes.
in and outside of South Africa.
Not outside of South Africa. Remember, like I said, I had a job that was restricting my movement in terms of responding to an expansion.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I never used to. It was only one in Uganda.
Right.
It's called Club Viper.
Okay.
Yes. The experience was totally different.
Where in Uganda? What city?
Kampala.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Club Viper in Kampala.
Right.
Yes, beautiful club, unbelievable, spacious, good music, good service, everything.
Right. Any regrets?
It doesn't help, no.
Right.
No regrets in life. No regrets, because sometimes you regret on something, and as time goes by, you come to realize that it's not what it was, and then you have suffered the regrets, you know. Yeah, so I don't believe in regrets, because every problem, to me, is not a problem.
Yeah.
It's a matter of time.
Yeah.
Because every problem that needs a solution can be something that you can immediately think.
Yeah.
Uguti, how do you best solve this problem and turn out well? Some problems require more time, and in between you are suffering because you are not clear and you
Yeah.
are not certain.
Yeah.
And then I've come to realize and decided that problems are not problems. They only need time to be resolved, because with time, when you apply yourself, it takes the problem away.
Yeah,
Now,
profound.
Yeah, very
Wait,
profound.
just take that one in, just
Let it sink in,
before
right?
before the follow-up question.
I like that. Now we're getting to Wax's favorite part of the show.
Yes.
Your top 5 DJs.
Top 5 DJs.
Yeah.
Yo, there's quite plenty. And there's quite a whole lot of people, wonderful, beautiful people that I've worked with. Top 5 best DJ. Some DJs may not be that good, but
Yeah.
they can inspire.
Right.
In my opinion, you get even inspiration from negative things. You dish out a set that is not proper.
Yeah.
For the fact that I can say it was not proper, it gives me a creative idea as to how it could have been if it was executed properly.
Right.
So when I judge, sometimes I take into consideration of factors that must be fair,
Yeah.
well enough for me to be able to judge against you.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I believe in the law of relativity
Yes,
and
yes,
energy.
yes.
Sometimes if you don't take well to someone, you can even smile to them, but they can actually sense and they can actually feel. So in order for one to kill that vibe, you must always teach and prepare yourself as to how you must receive people and their flaws and their mistakes. And so that they shouldn't sense a negative energy from you when you meet with them. And then it will create a situation whereby, an environment whereby people will hate you on things that you are not aware of, based on how they feel and how you receive each other spiritually and
Right.
with connection of energies. So now,
With
if we're
that
going
said-
back to the best top 5 DJs,
Yeah. So at number 5,
not in order.
Yeah.
Locally,
Locally, internationally.
okay,
doesn't really
internationally, the
matter.
Jimmy James guy that I first officially see mixing. Unfortunately, most people do not know him, but I'm also with him on Facebook.
Jimmy
Jimmy
James.
James. Yes, he was
Right.
from America. Okay, let me not count in Jimmy James. I'm grateful to him.
Right.
And he will be the greatest ever, but not within this top 5.
Right.
Christos,
DJ Christos.
DJ Christos.
Right.
DJ Vini.
Vinita Vinci.
Vini is very
Popeye
good.
no
Popeye no
spinach.
Musically, Vini, there is no way, like it or not, in South Africa, if you are a DJ or if you listen to good music or you listen to house music, there is no way that you can say you don't.
You can appreciate them, right?
Yes. Christos Vini, in honor.
Right.
Honorary to that. Brian, it's a tough one. I've got. Nasty Nev
Nasty Nev.
is a very good DJ.
Shout out to Nasty Nev.
Zidane.
DJ Zidane.
DJ Zidane.
Oh. Zizo.
And then Nintwana is Grumile mina.
Yeah.
And then I don't want to blow my own trumpet.
Yes.
You understand? Lil O, may
Lil
his soul
O,
rest
may
in
his-
peace.
oh, man.
Khona
Opa.
Nintwana ya mu DJ Jackie, khona Nintwana ya mu Kexter, ay baningi,
man.
uCupid, ay ne baningi,
Right.
uToy.
Yes.
And ngqedile ke nabutlot nabumbuso. Everyone
Yes.
knows the relationship between that.
Yes.
But like, yeah,
Maybe
that I
FR,
would say
yeah.
that will be my top 5.
Right.
You know? In closer. Are we not closing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is it. I know, everything has to come to an end.
Okay.
No matter how nice it is. Like,
nice,
this
man.
is the best, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm really enjoying this, but you're coming back for part 2.
No problem.
as soon as possible.
Yes, true, yeah.
Today, we started late. The sun ran away from us, and it's quite cloudy in Johannesburg.
Yeah, man.
Johannesburg is very cold.
I'm cold.
There's no sun, and
We gotta go. We will see you on the next show.
yeah.
As you will say.
Special. Before you do that, a special shout out to Black Cotton.
Black Cotton for sponsoring the show today.
Yeah, thank
Check
you
out
so
their
much.
products. Details are
Yeah,
on
the
screen
details
below,
are going to
right?
be on screen. Yeah, just see if you can go in there and check their website, go to their social media platforms, follow them, and also we'll give you DJ Bradley's social media handles. Follow him. I mean, you already know what to expect, so he's worth the follow.
Absolutely love this DJ. Siyangqanya bafethu. Peace and love.
Peace and love.